Hello. Well, I can see over my shoulder when that's done. Right, we need some blue tack of destiny. There we go, blue tack. Let's just tilt this back up to painting angle and slap on the old blue tacky. We don't need to know how many people are in the stream or likes or any of that jazz. There we go, cover that up. Oh, there we go. Blue, don't need you. Okay, we're almost ready. It's only been one day of not streaming, but I feel rusty. Rusty. We need to move this. Hey, Bull. Yay! We're good. We're solid. We're sorted. We're ready to go. Yes. Okay, Bull, I'm back. Ah, hello. Just started. What about my feelings? Why so late on a weekday? Yeah, well, didn't even know I was going to be on. Little one's ill, so I've had to look after. They've been home, so I've had to be doing the whole dad thing, being a good dad, you know, just basically comforting, making sure she's fed and watered and all that jazz. So, so that's it. I had to, you know, the little ones come first in all things, so streaming had to take a back seat for a little bit. I know it's only been a day, but I bloody miss you guys. It's a small confession on my part. I really miss being able to sit here. But I didn't waste the time. I used the time to get some gluing done. So I do have some news. And I actually discovered a couple of things that I think work really well. So what I've been doing is I've been working my way through the Crux Terminatus box, right? My first issue with it is, right, so you've got your book, right? And then you immediately open it, and it gives you the Lightning Claw variants and the Storm Shield variants, right? I have no idea what this symbol means at all. See this, right? No idea what that is. I just assembled everything on this page, right? So you go to the next page, right? Then you turn the page over, and then it starts telling you about the sergeants, specifically this shield here. And it goes on Arm 17. Arm 17 is on the previous page. So I immediately glued Arm 17. So now I've got 2 times sergeant shields. I haven't made the sergeants. And they also get this like big wiener plate as well. So they look amazing. Still have both of them. So I don't currently have any Storm Shield Thunderhammer Sergeants. However, the box is amazing. I mean, if you look at these guys, they're absolutely stunning. I love them. Absolutely love them. And also, on my other Terminators that I got for free, I have glued on the arms on. But But see this without the shoulder pad. I've always liked these, and I was like, extra Terminator arms. These shoulders could either be like a head for a servitor with 3 eyes, but I was thinking if I leave the shoulder pads off and if I put these on like a muscly body, then I've got some kind of robotic janky arm for my techno barbarians. But yeah, so I might have a shortage of shoulder pads potentially, but I've got 10 lightning claws in there. They're done. I got my second chaplain. He's got the other power maul, but I mean, just such a gorgeous model. He's exactly the same, other than slightly different positioning and the different power maul. But also, my supremely absolute favourite model from the box so far is this guy. He's absolutely stunning. You know, forgive me, I read the instructions in order, bull, but yeah, this guy is absolutely amazing. Love him. I have now, I've been using the heads as well, so I've now got my 2 lords assembled. I got one with metal pistol of some sort and power fist, beautiful, and then very much a similar model, just without the wiener cloak. He hasn't got a shield currently. I need to put a shield on him, I've just noticed, but I can't find that shield, but any shield will do. And he's got this fancy sword. But that sword arm can be on a different sergeant for something. So that's done. Basically, I've got 4 more Thunderhammer guys, and then a sort of box of regular Terminators. However, I've got 5 of these free ones as well, and they're just missing a Cyclone. So if I slap a Cyclone and that bit in, then I've got another squad. But I don't like that that's missing. But, I mean, well, that's the dice you roll with your second-hand models. So, yeah, super excited about that. I also assembled some of the free minis. I found this guy, Rattling Sniper. He's absolutely lovely. Might make an effort to paint his eyes, because we've got to start somewhere with the eyes. And I also assembled my servitor. But I know what you're thinking. Table, why have you got 2? Why do you have 2 of them, Table? What have you been doing? And to that I say, I'm sorry. I'm only human. Yeah, I utilised some cheese. I utilised some cheese. Oh, and there's another thing as well. I also assembled my, what are they called? Ironhead Prospectors, Iron something Prospectors, I forget the name. But I put a BB in all of them, and for some reason I feel like the BB doesn't quite hit right. So I finally utilised a head design that I've been dying to use for ages. It was going to be for servitors, but I tested it on this, and I think that's a lot better for a Roboman head for my Votan, because you don't have enough of them. So if this was my Robo head, now my Prospectors are the little Robo guys. So I'm really pleased with that head. If you can tell me what that is, that piece, I feel like whoever figures it out deserves a little prize. But where did I get that head from? What is it? What part? Yeah. So, that's my Votan Roboman. I don't like the hovering torsos, that's for sure. They are screaming for some legs. And if I ever get any of them, they are 100% going to have legs. But currently, these are my Votan. I'm going to go for Clockwork Men. I'm just going to use these as Votan. Noble, it's not a Terminator's ass. Nice guess. Keep on playing. No prize for you, buddy. Keep on trying. I'll show it as many times as you like. That's fine. Before I pack them away, I just need to show one other thing as well. I just need to show something else. You might recognise this guy. So, I decided to give him a little bit of love. He's not fully decorated for his service, but he's got a little thing there, little treat. I cut off the smoke launchers, and he's got some more decorative stuff. And I gave him a more elaborate weapon with some reef on, because I think he deserved a weapon upgrade. I haven't cleaned it, but I just found it in a box. So yeah, he's getting the love he deserves. And for those of you that don't know why, you're going to need to ask around. But he needs more honours for his service. But yeah, so that's where we're at. I got quite a lot done. 0 painting. Hey Chaos. So that's the update. That's what's been going on in the last 24 hours. It's been pretty exciting as far as assembling stuff is concerned. So yeah, it's been going good. I just haven't done any painting. So all that being said, let's get this stuff stashed away. Excuse me, and then we can continue. But now after me rambling, how are you guys doing? What's new? What's new with you? You let me know what's been going on. Right, this should work. Yeah, no worries. Oh, Dark! Dark! Yeah, let's catch up, bud. I haven't seen you in ages. Yeah, things are going good. But yeah, just come on when you can, buddy. No pressure. Whenever you get a moment, come say hi. We can have a catch up. Nice to hear from you, buddy. Nice to hear from you. I was starting to wonder. Oh, I don't know, Bull. I don't know. I'm in a pretty good mood. Yeah, things are good. Yeah, previous 28 days got 9,100 views in a 28-day period, which isn't that great. And now it's 200,000. So it's been a little busier, and that's always nice. It hasn't translated into anything other than the views, but it has been entertaining me on the real time. I shouldn't talk views, I know, but I do like the real time update. I like that a lot. It tickles me. Fantastic, Dark. Good to hear it, bud. Good to hear it. I look forward to it. Right. I think we can probably get away with leaving some of these on the desk. I just got to hold this up again. What an absolutely stunning model. It's so truly beautiful. But speaking of truly beautiful models, I've been looking at the old Custodes again. They are seriously pretty. They're seriously pretty, so that is something. Okay, Bull, to answer your question, I don't know. We could continue the Orc. We could pick up anything else. I think that initially I should just start painting. So let's grab the Orc out and let's just start getting paint on something. I feel like I need to do him not entirely all yellow. I feel like I might do a different colour entirely on one arm. So I just got to move these sprues. It was very short notice me being able to get on today. It was I wasn't expecting to. So it's kind of amazing that I am. Right, wet palette, good. Okay. So I was thinking of doing something with the other arm. I was thinking maybe I might just make it look like it's a different piece entirely. I think I aim for the latter, Bull, to be honest. But part of me kind of wants to be like, you know what? Hang tomorrow. Let's just go for it today. So, should we see where the winds of fate take us? Jesus, Wolf, that is awful. Yeah. My condolences, man. It was pretty rough on me when my granddad passed. Yeah, that's a rough one, buddy. That's a rough one. There's not much else I can say on that, really. Let's, well, I don't know what to say. Let's try and continue on. Okay, so, reds, I'm thinking. Reds on that. Let's see. Do I red arm the, like it's just bolted on parts, or do I make it look like it's been painted on differently? Yeah, it's a rough one, Wolf. It knocked me for 6. Yeah, knocked me for 6 when it when Gramps went. But yeah, blue. Okay. Blues. Okay, yeah. All right, we'll do blues. So we've got Aldroth Guard blue. We need a lighter blue. What's this? Calgar blue. Okay, we got Aldroth and Calgar. Calgar. And then we need a blue ink. Let's see. Not all my paints are up here though, so that's an interesting point. We do have a blue ink though, because I used one on a paint. There we go. Do you reckon but we've got a Cantor blue, so we could go darker initially. Cantor darker, and then lighten it. And then we can go batter off highlights. Bingo, there we go. Much better. All right, let's make some progress, guys. So I want a slightly manky brush. So I don't want it to look too neat. But I want it to look like it was yellow originally. And then we put on and he's decided that he wants his arm to be more lucky, so he's put some blue on it. That's what we kind of want. Yeah. What I'm going to go for is that he saw an ultramarine and was like, oh, I likes me that. No, I don't do transfers. Nah, I'm not a transfer kind of girl. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go goblin stamping plates. That's the way I'm going. I'm working towards saving for that. We're going goblin stamping plates. I don't do transfers. To be honest, basically, whenever I get a transfer sheet, I immediately sell it on table trades or list it on table trades. So someone else can get them for cheap, frankly. Okay, so let's just go blue. But I'm going to leave some yellow through. I want it to kind of look like he's thought, I'll get some paint on that. Yeah, there we go. Good. Yeah, Wolf, I tell you what, about those plates, right? If they do even half of what they say in their video, even if it's just half of what they claim they can do, then it's a complete game changer. It's like wet palette game changing. It's like vortex mixer game changing. It's like synthetic brushes game changing as far as painting is concerned. Even if they just do half of what they say. So, yeah, exactly. Even if it's just half. But what caught my eyes, it's hobbyists who have made them, so kind of feel like they would have our backs with not necessarily selling us something that's not really like good. You know, I kind of feel like I can trust it. Judders! Oh, everyone's turned up. How you doing, Judd, man? Ah, man. Can I call you Judd, man? I think I am going to call you Judd, man. In fact, I'm going to go one further and I'm going to call you Mr. Judman. Hello, Mr. Judman. How fare you this evening or morn or wherever it is you are? Man. Hey, man. Once you end the stream, could you make a short for an update on him, since I have a meeting with my teacher at 5. I don't understand. Oh, how are you celebrating your Friday, Judd? You got yourself a couple of brewskis? Oh, okay. Yeah, well, if we get it finished. If I remember, yeah, I can't promise because I forget. Sometimes I even forget what I'm doing in a certain room or why I've gone in there. So if I do remember, I will do it. I tell you what we will do. If we get it finished, I will make a little video of it. I should write it on a post-it, though, because I do forget stuff, something fierce. That's such a nice little detail, that little head. Dusk! Oh, man, everyone's turning up. Where are my post-its? Ah, yeah, there we are. Pen. One moment. So, Juds, I need to... Oh, painting before work. Hang on. Oh, so it's morning for you. You got to do your work day first. Your work day. And then you come... So it's morning. You just woke up, you do your work day, and then it's your Friday night. There. Yeah, Dusk, I'm good. Yeah, we are just about to move out of the financial drought that is post-Christmas January, as we all know. You know, Christmas, you spend a lot over Christmas, and you spend January just like scraping pennies together here and there, but we're coming to the end of it now, which is lovely. No news from the Creative Academy. I think it's safe to say it's a no. We celebrated 50 hours. Oh, and as of today, I remembered as well, it's our 3-month birthday of the live stream. Orc Short. Yeah, it's our 3-month birthday. We passed our 3-month birthday. 3 months of consistent streaming. Can you believe it? I can't. Absolutely can't. So we've got that positive thing going on. What else? I might be able to. So I was looking on Vinted and I found someone selling the introductory set to Age of Sigmar with the Skaven and the Stormcast, and a half-assembled, half-painted, it's Brood Terror or Blood Terror, which is the rat with a bigger rat with a smaller rat stapled to its face, which I love. And they've marked it down to like €71, and I'm thinking of putting in a bid of 50, maybe. And if they do, then I'm gonna use them and play a game with Age of Sigmar. That's what I'm gonna do. If I win it for that price, I'm just gonna go ahead and bloody do it. Oh no, Dusk, you cannot what? Oh no, what have I missed? You cannot what? You cannot celebrate the 3-month birthday? All right, you don't have to. It's kind of a me thing. It's fine. I just kind of said happy birthday to me. But yeah, that's it. So just looking for some more exciting things, you know, some more spice. Can you believe it? Yeah, I can't. 3 months. Astronomical. I can't believe that I've been so consistent. It's rather nice. But yeah, so we should find some more good news stuff. Thanks, Jads. I'm just happy to be sitting here. Again, you know, total revelation with streaming. Like, I didn't expect it. I thought it would be like, when you first start streaming, it's kind of a draining experience. Like, you come away from the stream and you're like, oh, yeah, okay, there was no one there. But once you figure out a bit of blue tack and just concentrate on what you're doing, and if you're streaming something you love doing, you just crack on and do that. And then before you know it, it's actually like a positive in your direction, which is lovely. Like, you come out of the streams thinking like, oh, I'm glad I did that. I'm glad I did that. And then you start thinking, oh, I'll just go on stream to make myself feel better. I mean, what a treat that is. You know? Right, next blue. What we got? Calgar and we've got Aldoff. Okay, let's go Aldoff. Oh, that's really dark. It needs a bit of a shake. On the old jiggle device. There we go. Good job. Thanks. Saved my old hands from shaking it. I will give it a little token shake. Nothing major though. But yeah, things are good, man. Things are good. I feel pretty good. Been a bit stressed, but sitting here right now, feel pretty good, guys. Let's just dab on a bit more blue, see if we can't lighten it up, but try and be a little bit more selective in it. Not all of it covered, but oh, I want it to be a little bit more selective than that, but we can. It's an orc. We can persevere. A Death Dread duel. Okay, I'm gonna need some. What? Came back to what? KS? Came back to what? Yeah, what's the deal with the Death Dread to Death Dread thing? I know what KS is referring to. What, have I done something wrong? What's going on? A little bit of blue in there. Yeah, there we go. Blue claw. Need a little bit of metallic. What I'll do is I'm going to dab my t-shirt on that blue just to remove a little bit of the excess, ever so slightly. Yeah, t-shirt wins. No, now that's a good point with the base thing. I haven't really invested any time and energy or research into properly basing minis, and I feel like when it comes to basing stuff, I'm pretty weak overall at that. So I need to kind of figure out something to do in that department. I need to up my base game. What I need is some bits and pieces that I can glue to bases, and then I was thinking PVA and sand, but it doesn't sound terribly exciting. There's a suggestion for sprue bases, which is great, but I feel like you have to do them before you put the model on. But I could be wrong. That might be the way I'm going to go. Maybe. But yeah, I'm really weak on the bases. The current Tau base is awful. It's like greens and stuff, and it just looks pretty bad. It's not a good look, frankly. So I need to figure out something on that one. Yeah, rocks, but I mean, you know, rocks are heavy, and so if I throw a load of models in the same box with rocks on, I expect the rocks to like damage other pieces. So I don't necessarily want to use rock for that reason, because I do just kind of store stuff in together. So that's the downside of that. You know, but no, good suggestion, mind. It's still a suggestion. I will take on. I will hear out all suggestions, because I am currently entirely unsure what to do. So I am very much open to basing suggestions. I've got to do it on a very low budget, if not no budget. So that's another issue that I have. I need to do it on next to no budget. I'm not looking to spend money. I'm trying to up my money units. Cork's pretty lightweight, isn't it? My worry about cork is that it looks like cork, if that makes sense. Oh, kitty litter. But again, stones, they might fall off, scratchy. Yeah, but I need something non-scratchy. I might just go through my bits box and then glue. Okay, so currently what I do is this. So this is the Martian soil. I've just globbed that on. But the thing is, it's quite a chore to apply, and you don't get a lot from a bottle. And, you know, I've already committed 2 colours to the Terminators and to the Tyranids, so I don't necessarily want to... Yeah, I need to figure something out on that front. And I don't know in which direction I'm going. So I will continue to listen to your sage advice, guys. Whatever you suggest, I will definitely ears open and listen. Troll's Teeth, come on. Help me out, Troll's Teeth. Yeet. Did we get an answer on the Death Dread duel? Have you guys can I ask if you guys have heard about Clarence? Sand in paint. Sand in paint. That is genius. I need to write that down. Sand in paint. Question. When it dries, does the sand want to break? Does the sand want to break away, or does the paint glue it? All right, sand in paint. There we go. Sand in paint. Polyfill. Polyfiller. That's another great one. I hadn't even considered that. Polyfill. 2 really good ideas that I would not have thought of. I like it. Death Dread Duel. God, say that 10 times fast. Death Dread Duel. We didn't get the update for it. Fanto, I think this might be the first time we've met, and you have immediately dropped a delicious nugget of wisdom upon me. So thank you for that. that's very much appreciated. Yeah, nice one. Absolute nice tip. The polyfill one is also very interesting. That is, yeah, thank you for those nuggets of wisdom. Ah, that one. I can show you that. So, what that is, hang on, let me just lighten this a little bit, but not too much. Okay. That. Yeah, Scott, it's rare that I get time to sit down and watch any video throughout. So this thing, it's a big old hunker chunk of metal. You got like some generic Stormcast, not terribly exciting, but we all know this image. One of my favourite ever 40k images. But this is, it's nothing special. This is just the participation award for last year's Armies on Parade. I went along. I set up my army. They put me next to the winner. I was like, oh, can you move me? I don't want to be right next to this amazing army. And he's like, oh, well, no, not really. So, but yeah, so I got it for participating. I was there for a few hours. Then I went home, came back and got my models. I didn't speak to a single other person, but I got that for coming along. So it was like, get yourself out, you stinky hermit, and do something in the real world. I didn't talk to anyone though, so, you know, win, sort of a semi-win. Well, that's very nice of him, Wolf, as it should be. Okay, so basically, I was in picking up my free mini and a couple of paints, and they mentioned it. And I was like, "Oh, how do you sign up for that?" And he's like, "You just did," and that was it. So you turn up like 15 minutes before, 20 minutes before opening time. You all set up in a space. You hang out for a bit. Some people stay there chatting away the whole time. I didn't. I kind of left my army and came back. And then you come back just before closing, and they give out the awards. And then you pack away and you go home. It was really nice. Some truly inspirational stuff as well. Some really absolutely amazing, amazing models. Some really good. Thanks, Juds. Yeah, currently the next time I go out for any kind of social is the end of April. So I need to kind of up my being semi-normal human. But I don't. To be honest, guys, I don't like going out. I don't want to go out. Yeah, it's getting a tad problematic. I just don't like going out. But yeah, so, but you know what I say is like, this is like 0.5 social, you know, like it is technically social. I'm talking to you guys. I count it. I think it's a good thing. So now the idea of this ink is to go into those recesses, especially these little line grooves on the model, which I think look lovely. So I kind of want to bring those out a little bit. Oh, that's awesome. All got was a couple of little posters for winning best board and theme. Hey, but you got best board and theme. That's amazing. Congratulations. The winners got like little trophies, and I'll be honest, I kind of wanted one, but I didn't expect to win any trophies, but I was a little bit jealous. But if you saw what won, you were like, you know what, yeah. How dare you set up near them? Like, you don't deserve to be anywhere near. The painting was just, oh. And the thing is, like, the one guy who won, he was just like, yeah, I won. I was like, oh, this guy's clearly won a few things. But it was still an interesting insight into it. I liked it. I'll do it again for sure. Yeah, I'd recommend it. I love them. I use them in every paint as well. So you get like, I want to say more pigment, but more of a one and done layer. But that's nice, but it's going to get some touch-ups. But I think that looks like he's painted it. All right, whilst we're waiting for that to dry, we can start mixing up some yellows. Yeah, I felt like it needed something. And also, Wolf, good shout for suggesting blue. I think blue works. I think red would have been not as good. Favorite army? Okay, so currently my favorite army, even though it's recent, is the new custodios. They're my current new favorite army, mostly because I don't have them, but I was just as excited when they did Primaris, not because of the lore, but because the proportions were more to my taste. And they did it with the Terminators as well. They upped their proportions, kept them the same, so that was even better. But I never collected Custodes because of their proportions, but they've solved it, so I can't wait. That's what I want. Give me the Sword and Shield Custodes and the Dreadnought with either the Spear or the Sword and Shield, I don't mind. But they are my new favourite for a couple of reasons, right? We all know Warhammer's pretty expensive, and I know that the points cost of Custodes is quite high, so it's more bang for your buck as far as getting an army together is concerned. You could also use them in 30k and 40k, so bargain. I can use them in both game systems. So those things combined. Also, we've really been enjoying painting gold. We've had some gold revelations. I've now got 2 variants of gold, which you can combine together, and you see little differences. Let me show you. So, but I'm sure if I buy some more golds, we can figure out more. But see, the pistol is a different kind of gold entirely to this gold. I think different combinations of gold together on Custodes will look absolutely disgustingly good. So that's the thing. Ooh. Decayed Metal and Elven Gold. Are they Games Workshop models? I'm not so experienced with Army Painter, but I am definitely looking for more golds. To be honest, this is probably dry enough to get some more blues on. But yeah, that's what I say. That's what's caught my interest most recently is the Custodes. I definitely would like to get some of those. However, from what I hear, 11th edition is on its way, and I'm not going to be able to do all of it. So it could be stamping plates and an 11th edition, or it could be Custodes and then 11th for Custodes and stamping plates. I don't know what order it's going to take, but I can't do all of them, so I've got to be a bit tactical with those, frankly. But I think it's a nice problem to have, you know, guys. I think it's a nice dilemma to be able to chew over, you know. So I don't want it to look too much like it's neat, but I do want it to just not look like just an ink. Is that confirmed, Scott? Is it Orcs for 11th? Because if it is, I'm not going to be buying any more secondhand Orcs. Yeah, the issue is dry brushing. Now, I might have to utilise some dry brushing on my Orcs and Goblins battalion. Maybe. I was thinking of like the furs and the... not the furs, the armour and the fabric doing something with dry brushing and then concentrating on just doing the Orc skin nice and snacky. But we will have to see. I kind of want to improve, and I'm not crapping on dry brushing. Dry brushing is incredibly handy. My issue is that I've done a lot of dry brushing, and dry brushing, it just looks, you know, it looks like dry brushing. You can be like, all right, that's dry brushed. And I kind of want to try and push the boat out on getting better. Oh, I have it on authority that Orcs for 11th edition starter boxes. So I'm guessing, so it's going to be Orcs and Space Marines, right? That is, that's delicious. Okay, so I don't need to buy any more of those currently. That's kind of exciting. I tell you what is a severely underrated model for Orcs. It's that artillery gun. It's such a good looking model. It's so good. Absolutely shockingly good model. I would love a whole battery of those. Like just a battery of them, just hanging out, pelting stuff. They're so underrated. They're such a good model. If you don't know what I mean, just type in Orc Artillery. I'm sure it will. I guess they're called Big Zapper or something. I don't know. But you'll be able to find it relatively easy. I thought you already got a Combat Patrol Wolf Painter. Didn't you just recently get one? Okay, that blue's looking a little bit better. Not yet. Okay. I would say, well, what do you fancy painting? Do you want to put all your time into something big? Because it is personal preference, isn't it, really? I mean, what do you already have? I'm sure you've told me and I've subsequently forgot. Okay. I might put a little bit in that eye, just ever so slightly. Just nothing major, just enough just to bring it a little bluer. There we go. I think that looks good. Okay, Wolf. Talk about... Jesus, now you've given me the answer to the question. Talk about cliffhanger. Okay, I'll look forward to finding out which you decide on next time I see you, bud. But I will catch you later on. No worries. Just pop back and give us your answer then. It's all good. Right, I feel like some rather over-the-top highlights. Let's put that there, mix it a little bit, see what we get. That's still very bright, that'll do. Good. Yeah, I was kind of in my head leaning that way. No cliffhangers. Ah, okay. So this isn't exactly a small brush, but I say we just give it a go anyway. Whee! It's a little bit transparent and it will fade, and it's not even that bright anyway, so it's nowhere near as loud as I thought it was going to be. But loud enough that you should be able to see it, hopefully. But again, like, I've noticed this about doing lots of edge highlighting, that I've kind of leaned towards using a larger brush, even though it makes it more difficult. It's kind of like you don't have to load the brush up so often. So for medium stuff like this, I kind of prefer a bigger brush, even though, yeah, like I said, even though it's more difficult. No, KS, you've asked me this already. No, I did you ask the question and go away? I'm stuck. I'm stuck on loads of bases. I wanted to go green, but now I'm not so sure. I'm thinking of going rock because they're already quite deserty. But I'm really, really not sure what to do. To be honest, I'm really stuck, frankly. Really stuck. But not just stuck on towel, stuck across the board. You know what? That's a little bit between light and dark, so I might just do that. Just a little. I'll see how it goes when it fades. If it looks a little bit kooky, it's fine. Don't worry about it, KS. Yeah, I'm stuck across the board. I haven't. I'm really stuck. I did answer your question. I didn't forget you. I'm completely stuck on it. And also, I kind of feel like I might not even, despite painting as much as I am, I think I might have trouble getting to the 100 minis by May. What is it, May 6th? Ironically, but if it gets near to the date, I could just dry brush a regiment of Old World, and I guess that would push me over the edge easy enough. But I'm a bit concerned about not having stuff based. I need to solve the base, because technically I haven't finished anything if we're counting bases. I don't know what I'm doing with these highlights, but the good thing is it's an orc, so if it looks a bit unusual, I can totally get away with that. You know what, maybe that would be alright. I think I'm going to finish it and then see where we're at. Let's just get some bits on, some excessive highlights. Blending blues is a little bit of a nightmare for me. I don't know why blue is so difficult for me, but Sorry, you can't see that, can you? Oop. Nah, I won't be here that long. I'm practically done. Like, since beginning of October to now, the speed in which I edge highlight has definitely shot up. Like, it's definitely improved to the point of where there's times where I'm not even really fully concentrating on doing edge highlights. Yeah, still a bit hit and miss. They're not super clean yet, but I feel like I'm getting better. And you're competing with yourself, you know. I'm not trying to be the best painter in the world. I'm just trying to do better than my last model. That's what I'm aiming for. No backward steps would be the preferable, the best thing. Well, I'm pretty sure I could dig up some Space Marine corpses already. It's another model to paint. Ah, that's another amazing orc model on the subject. The new Gazgul. I like the old one, but the new one is really quite a character. He looks like he's a lot of fun to paint. Yeah, he's a shockingly pretty model. In fact, orcs just generally have some really, really nice models. So I'm curious. All of the Beast Snagger boys, those guys, the big animal trailer thing, I kind of feel like I want to pack the whole trailer onto the back of the animal, so it's more like a fighting tower on the back of the creature itself. I wouldn't have it as a trailer behind. I just have it like go vertical, so it's just this really tall gun tower. I feel like that would be more fun. So yeah, I'd slap that on top. And the squigs I'm not so keen on, but they might be all right in person, but I'm not so keen on those. But the boys themselves, pretty good. Okay, you know what? I'm 100% okay with that arm. Silvers. Did I put the brass back on the shelf? No, but it's here. Not really. You can just cover it in Astro Granite and just paint base colors. Yeah, not a bad point. Frankly, yeah, that makes sense. A not unreasonable piece of advice. Who's Arjak Rockfist? Oh, that's the Space Wolf, obviously. You have mentioned that you are a Space Wolf fan. I'm not sure which one. That's the Terminator, right? That's the Terminator, I'm sure of it. It's the Terminator character. Let me know if I'm right. What I'll do is I'll just dab this here and there and then ink it. I think some t-shirt is required. Ah, get in table. Good job, memory. Let's just have a look on Discord. It's still the Sentinel. That Sentinel's looking good. How come the Marine's on the base? What's the deal with that, Freds? If Freds is indeed in here. We're just talking Discord stuff, just so you know, guys. If you don't know what's going on that's relevant, it's just we've got a Discord and I have it on the computer across the room, so I kind of peep over my shoulder. So he's just got a semi-painted Sentinel, and there's a Space Marine. I don't know if it's glued or blue tacked on the base. Just curious as to what that was, but that's all you're missing. Not too much. I've got a lot of blue on my. Oh, this moot green is gone. Oh. That is mostly just water and then solid. Oh dear. Okay. Well, admittedly, in my defence, that I've had that moot green a very long time, and that was before streaming and painting. The good news is also I have another moot green, and this one is in better shape. I say confidently, yeah, it's fine. For a second, then I thought maybe it wasn't. And what we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit of scorpion green, so I can do it in one coat. So the reason I mixed that up is just retouch up this little bit in here. That's all. There we go. And what I've done is, even though it's trousers, I've painted this green. It's like my little wink to that movie Edge of Tomorrow. You know, the guy who likes to swing wild when he's in his robot suit. So that's my little reminder that that film's actually pretty good. So there we go. He's just freeballing it. Is that the saying? Although orcs are fungus, they don't have testes to waggle around. So I guess it's pretty standard to be like this for them. I don't feel the need to get in there and do those two, to be honest. And the others are looking all right. They're not looking too unhealthy. Top of his head is fine. Yeah, okay, we don't need any more green for that. Right, yellows, where are we? So I was using this. This is an underrated yellow. We picked this up. I found it on the floor, and it's actually quite a nice yellow, frankly. Quite fond of it. So, and then the ink we're adding to that is this one, the elder one, Eodon yellow. I don't know how many I've got, or how many people are in here, thanks to the Sacred Blue Tack, blessed be its name. But if you haven't already slapped a like, that would be appreciated. I won't know if you have or not, so you could just tell me that you have and don't. You could just totally trick me, that's fine. But if you fancy it, that would be appreciated. You never know. You never know how much it will help. Because it's a live stream like, as opposed to a channel or shorts like, of which we're doing just fine. This brush isn't very good. Non-synthetic. Why am I not surprised it's not very good? I'm not saying synthetic is better. I'm just saying, for the way I like to paint, I prefer synthetic to regular brushes. And I don't see that changing unless, I don't know, my level of brush care or my level of skill gets to the point where it becomes necessary. But I think we're a long way off on that one. I don't have any Space Wolf bits, frankly. And the trouble is that I don't have a whole heap of bits that I would want to destroy or have on bases when I could use them. Like, if I've got some Space Wolfy bits, I'd probably lean more towards making a Space Wolf than decorating a base. That's the biggest issue I have, is like, I don't want to part with the bits, because I do like my kit bashing. And when you're kit bashing for orcs and Mechanicum, you know, all the bits are useful. Well, I mean, they'd have to be Space Wolf specific shoulder pads. If it was a generic shoulder pad, yeah, you could get away with it, but I'm sure as hell not going to use a transfer. I'd have to get the stamping plates. I don't do transfers. I don't do them. I'm never going to use transfers. Too fiddly, and yeah, too fiddly. I will use the stamping plates, because then at least I'm, you know, I semi know what I'm doing with paint. So if it's a specific Space Wolf shoulder pad, I'd rather keep it, you know, with the detail already on. Oh, well, yeah, I mean, you could do that, yeah. I'm sure I've got a shoulder pad somewhere, frankly. That's doable. Red and yellow? You mean something not totally dissimilar to that? Something like that? I get the feeling this guy's nearly finished as well, to be honest. I don't think we're far from the end on this guy. unless I want to do something on the legs, but that's really nice. I like how the yellows and the blues on that shoulder go like that. Whatever I've done there, that's a nice little accident. I like it. I like that a lot. Yeah, he's working out a treat. I've only got friggin' 5 more. Or is it 9 more? I've got a few. I do like my hunky chunky guys, because this is practically Orc Terminators, isn't it, really? Let's be honest. So, and as I can't help myself when it comes to Terminators. Yeah, it's a really good bit of advice, that. Thank you. I struggle with colours as well, so choosing colours, if you guys choose for me, it's just such a massive help. The amount of time I spend like chewing over what would work, and I don't actually end up putting a paint on the model. So yeah, it's very, very much appreciated. No, I'll trust you. My default is to trust, I think. What's the worst that can happen? It comes out a bit janky and we learn something and I repaint it. You know? Like, it's not exactly the end of the world if it doesn't work out. I think what's important is that we try. You know? Personal opinion on the matter. All right, that's 1 hour mark. 1 second, guys. I'm just going to go drop a short. That's not an innuendo for a big poo. That's simply, literally exactly what I say. 1 moment, please. Oh yeah, Wolf. How are you doing on the 50 subs thing? Appreciate that, guys. No, Wolf, long since forgot. Yep. 10 left, that's not much. You'll get there, bud, you'll get there. Club! How you doing, Club? Oh, what's going on? You son of a bitch. How you doing, Club? Where is it? What time is it in the part of the world that you're in? Morning, afternoon? Ooh, which ones? Ah, I got another look at today at those, the ones in the exosuits. Ah, they're delicious. What do you think of my Votan Robo Bro? What do you think to that Robo Bro head? Do you like it? I think I'm going to keep it. I love the idea of the little Robo Bros. There he is. Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep. Yes, that is the universal sound of Robot Man. It's not a visor. It's his eyes. They're his robo eyes. It's not a visor. That's Table's new patented Votan Robo Man / servitor head. Oh. You know what? That's a lovely idea. I will paint eyes on the visor. I love that idea. That's a really, really good idea. Good thinking there. That is, yeah. I will do that. Ironically, painting eyes on his visor would probably help him see better. So I think we definitely do need to paint some eyes on there. Yeah, I feel like we're getting to the end of this guy. I kind of feel like, yeah, I'm getting that feeling. Yeah, see faster. Ultimately, see faster. I need to do something on there. Some kind of muck or metallic. I'll dirty that up somehow. I don't want to paint this whole other leg yellow. I want to leave it kind of crummy. Hey, Freds. How much work have you... How long have you got left at work, out of interest? That's that yellow done, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, let's mix up the yellows. Oh, I'm going to add some more lighter whites. Oh, no, it's out. Okay. I need some troll's teeth. You'll see me for lunch if you want to pop on. You don't have to, but I'll still be around by then. Alright, Freds, no worries, man. Catch you in a bit. No pressure whatsoever to join streams. If you're about, you're about. They happen so often, we definitely get to catch up at some point. You know? No pressure to be in everyone whatsoever. Right, a little bit more yellow ink in that yellow, and then some troll's teeth to lighten it up. And then we have our next layer ready. And then what I'll do is I'll use this yellow for part of it and then use a different yellow for the rest of it. So it's like similar but not the same. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, so that gun will be a different, whatever that is, that emitter will be a different yellow. And I'll do this leg and part of the back with this yellow. How did the Dreadnought do? You know, if the Dreadnought did better in the game against you, then it likes him more. That's the truth of it. It wasn't sad to go then. Hey, but that's a close game. I like it when games are close. Not just Warhammer, because I've never really played, but in general, like the closer matches were the more enjoyable ones, especially in like stuff like Mario Kart. Okay. I think very nearly time for the other yellow. Let's go, ooh. Phalanx. This one's not very well. I might be able to get some pigment out. Let's try. Yeah, maybe. It's very watery, but I think I can do something with that. Is 10 points is close, or is it? Can it be closer? Can you get like 2 points or something like that, or is that as close as it gets? Right, mask. That'll do ya. Doesn't need to be a lot. It fades as well. But I will do some edge highlights here and there, I think. So was it not winning the objective that lost it for you? Having to get them off first, or... Who are you playing against? Was it just Space Wolves versus Space Wolves, or...? Okay, I think just some kind of metallic here. Let's see what we got. Some lead belcher wouldn't go amiss. Ah, first one I picked up, lead belcher. I'll be honest, Wolf. I'm leaning no on the eyes. I'm leaning no. I feel like as it's the first one, I might want to not do eyes. I'm kind of leaning no. I'll put up to a vote, but I am already leaning that way. Just because he's the first one. I don't think there's such a thing with orcs, but I think if I was going to paint the face, I would have done it earlier on to get a feel for the whole thing. You know what I mean? I'm not saying it's not a bad idea. I think it's a great idea, but I think I'll do a silly face on the next one. I will stain it though. I think I'll ink it. Oh, I haven't done anything under there. But as we're so late in the day, well. Hey, black. Same one. Isn't it a beauty? Isn't it an absolute beauty? I'm just going to do silver on all of that. Why not? Just because I forgot it doesn't mean I can't just... There you go. You'd never even realise. Nice blue ink for the screen. That'll do. I just felt like it needed breaking up. I felt like it needed something. Credit goes to Wolf though with the colour choice. I wasn't going to go blue. I was leaning red, but I think it definitely works. Credit where credit's due, buddy. Ah, yeah, okay. I have to find my other one. This is actually number 2, believe it or not. This is my second orc. I don't want too much ink on here. I need to bleed some of that off. That's, if anything, that's too dark. I'm going to try and just mix in a little bit of white whilst it's wet to see what comes up. Slightly lighter ink on over that will do it. Well, whilst we're waiting for that visor to dry, I can null oil the metals. Oh, where's my null oil? Is that it? No, Griffin Charger Grey. I think we need to go to the cool box of colours. 1 second. Where did I put it? I should really be cracking out all the paints, but again, didn't know I was coming on the stream today. Bloody glad that I did though. Where's the cool box? Alright, there should be a null oil in here. For those of you that don't already know, I've got a bit of an issue with my paint storage. Chakari Violet. Oh, what's this? Null oil. Second one I picked up. What a result that is. What an absolute result. Yeah, it does, but I've used a lot of Agrax already on this model, so I thought I'd change it up a little bit, try and generate some texture. I used to lean entirely on Agrax. There was a time. Where else? Just the claws, right? Claws and the mask. Totally done. He's turned out a real treat. Oh, I've just realised I've been putting my finger on these cables on the back. Yeah, he's what a treat. You can get away with that with walks, though. Well, I'm very pleased with him. He came together a lot nicer than I thought. Do I even need to edge highlight that yellow? Frankly, I'm not even sure I need to. Some of it's edge highlighted, sure. Well, it kind of already, if you notice, there is already kind of some brass in there. The front chest has none, but the claws, you can see there's some brass. And you know what? I don't feel the need to edge highlight the other yellows. I kind of feel like I can live with that. You know what? I'm fine with that. On you go. Ah, there you go. Now, the dream would be to figure out what I did with my other orc. That's the thing. Let's assault terminators. I know he's lurking around here somewhere. I kind of feel like he's just round the corner. That's ogres. Bases. I feel like he's right around the corner. Flying bases. I didn't even know there was a... Until Wolf told me, I didn't even know there was a limit on that you couldn't stream right away. What's in there? That's spruce, terminators. Anything behind there? Spray. What's this? Dwarves. No, I don't know where it is. Unless I get really lucky and he's in here. No. Or really lucky and he's in here. Ooh. No. I think this is the last one. Nah, he's not in there. But let's be sure before I... Oh, you're going to pull that guy off it. You're going to friggin' knock everything off this shelf, aren't you? Oh, come on. Just let me check. I really want to see where he is. He is not in there. One underneath? No. I don't know. Okay. Right, it's time to figure out what we're doing next. Now, I found a random box of models, which I want to show you. And from there, we can pick out what will be next. So I'm going to go grab that. It's just next to me. And I'll show you what I've got that's base coated. The other orc's going to have to wait. He's wherever he's hiding. He's doing a bloody good job of it. Random box 1. Where's random box 2? Where did I put random box 2? I thought you said I could safekeeping, but I think somewhere too safe. Under there, no. On there, no. In my attempt at being organized, I've hidden it from myself. Yeah, I give up. I don't know where it is. Okay, in an effort to keep the box somewhere where I wouldn't lose it, I've hidden it too well. So basically it's open territory for what we paint. It had a lot of Marines in, it had some ancient guy in it, and I want to say Justica. Kind of bugs me that I can't find it, but the good news is there's no shortage of models. Anyone got any preference? That's where I give up. Yeah, like I said, Wolf, can't find it. I'm just gonna do whatever. I think. It's a shame. I was looking forward to cracking open that box, but hey ho, art of the possible, guys. What's in here? Storm Boys, mostly Storm Boys. Do I want to do Storm Boys? Maybe a Terminator. Let's see if we can't bring one of these up to speed. So I've been holding off on these because I've been unsure as to where to go. Because like Warhound's not fully base coated. Sorry, it's just the armor plates. So this has been edge highlighted around the helmet, but then the body hasn't. Because like where do you go from there on those edge highlights? But I think we can. I think we can figure something out on this guy. So we're going to need Corax. We're going to need Griffin Charger Grey for starters. Yeah, it's not the first time someone's requested the Warhound, actually. I like it, but I mean, I don't know what the minimum temperature is for base coating stuff, but I'm pretty sure it's not in the minus digits. That's the issue that I have. Like I've got a bit of a. It's very much seasonal base coating stuff here. Very much a seasonal thing. It's a pity because I've got a lot of stuff that I want to get sprayed, but once we get some temperature, I'll get on that. This is before ink in the white. Look how smooth that's gone on. What a treat. These bits are always toughies. Adding inks to your paints and using that to water your paints rather than water was a total fluke and a game changer. Juds, these are just my own colours. I paid an apothecary and I was like, oh, I quite like how that looks. And it kind of evolved into this. But I can show you the different iterations of the evolution. But I've even evolved past this now. I've kind of improved since then. But like my Terminators, because there's like very much a long-term project. These were started before streaming. So I've kind of... But they don't have a name. I'm thinking of allowing them to have other chapters. What I was thinking of maybe like painting a shoulder pad. Like their original chapter. I don't know. Something like, I don't know. Like if they're just lost or something, they join up or something like that, or that their entirety, their chapter's colours, but then they have some kind of decoration on them that indicates that they're part of these guys. I don't know. I haven't figured it out. All I know is that I'm enjoying it. Blag, this is just the camera on my phone. How does it look? Does it all right? Look all right? How's the quality? Can you see what I'm painting? Okay. But yeah, it's just when you see, it's just the phone camera. If you see me on a wide angle camera and a bigger desk, then go ahead and not worry about me anymore. I'm doing great, especially if there's a new camera, because that's a big spend, I think, to get a better camera than this. So if I've got the disposable income to be doing such things, you know things are going good. But for now, it's going to have to be this narrow shot. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea. Francois mentioned that he's not so keen on it, and it can be a bit of a nightmare to transfer it to PC viewing. Sorry about that. It's very much the art of the possible, guys. I will improve what I can when I can. But I can't give any kind of schedule on that at all. It's totally up to the winds of fate. In other words, the YouTube algorithm. So, yeah. Sorry, guys. If I could do better, I would. If I could give you something concrete. Ah, thanks, Blag. I'm glad it's good. It's really nice. Pure fluke. Phone broke. Finally gave up on me. I was really stubborn with renewing my phone. I didn't want to get another one. But then accidentally found this. Kind of wish I found it sooner. I didn't realize how I'd feel about streaming. I kind of wish I found it like maybe 10 years ago. Frankly, I wish it worked better on PC, that it wasn't so settings complicated, because I'm just not good with that kind of thing. I like that it's orcs, but in a perfect world, what I'd like to do is get it like day one, just glue it all together in a stream and try and play a game. That's what I'd like to do. I'd like to do that on launch day. Even better, I'd like to be gifted a copy by Warhammer, if you're watching. Yeah, you can go ahead and sponsor me. I think we're doing good enough now. Send me out a box, and then I will assemble it and play it, and it will be a lot cheaper. That would be the perfect world. That would be what I'd like. Maybe that could be our new little goal. Get noticed before 11th of drops. And they can go ahead and just throw me out some custodes whilst they're at it. That's what I'm thinking. So I'm going to try and get noticed. I might have to say sign an NDA. From what I hear, you've got to sign an NDA and then say everything Warhammer does is amazing. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm kind of already obsessed with the hobby, so I'll find something good to say about anything, really. But I think we can live with that, can't we, guys? I think we're all right with that. I think anyone would take that deal. So that's where I am, Blag, with 11th Thoughts. Nothing other than that. I might hold off buying second-hand orcs, because I suspect that when it comes out, like if I don't buy the box set new, I'm sure whatever's in the box will come up on your eBays and your second-hand retailers at a lot cheaper prices. So there's always that option, which is a good option to have, frankly. So I assume it's going to be new minis. It's going to be new sculpts, isn't it, for the edition? Of course it is. Hopefully we get something big and chunky with lots of guns, like a Death Dread variant or something. I don't know. To be honest, I'm still kind of happy with the Custodes thing. I don't need any new releases for now. That's good enough. You know what? I don't mind that those legs are different greys. I don't mind. It's like a evolving paint scheme. I'm going to touch up these larger areas because these are definitely not ink paint combos, so you can kind of see it in the paint. Arguably, other than like the wagon one, all of the cars, the aircraft, they're all really good looking vehicles. The bikes are especially good. Like just the big truck with the grabber arm on it and the big gun on the front's not so good. Some new stompers would be good. I like the old stompers. I don't know why, but they seem to not come down in price. Even though they're really old models now. But the Stomper and the Gork and Mork are good as well. I can imagine they'd be pretty fun to paint. Does anyone have any of the bigger Orc units? Yeah. I don't think there's anything wrong with Orc vehicles. I really don't. I think they're all pretty unique, but there's a lot of them. Ooh, a Stomper. How did it go painting it? How was it? Are we talking the big one? I like that there's different variants, because you get a couple and you could get some pretty unique guys. I like the idea of just covering it in Gretchen, shooting from all places. Yeah, how was that? I'm curious. How did that go? Yeah, that just confirms my suspicions. I do think Orcs are up there with one of the best starter factions for painting, because any mistakes you can write them off. I think they're a great starter faction, so it's really good that they're in 11th edition. Plus, any Orc collector as well, you can never have enough. So it will be nice to have, because I got stumped on Storm Boys. I'm stuck on them. I've got 10 and I'm just not sure how to go about painting them. Like I bought them, assembled them, and then I realized my skill wasn't there. But now we're getting through the mega armor Orcs. I feel like maybe we'll be able to tackle those. I do feel like things have improved a little bit. So, but it's strange how models can intimidate. It's like yeah, it's an unusual one, that one. I've definitely left a long time between then and now, because it feels like I'm cleaning up my own paintwork. So that must be an indicator of improvement, right? If you're like, yeah, this could use a bit of a clean up. I'm going to get this guy done. I feel like I want to move forward with completed minis. I'm going to get this guy entirely finished up, I reckon. There's really not all that much left to do on him. Oh, went into the recess there. Ah, I can live with that. I'm going to leave that. I don't think I have the grey that I use on the shoulder pads to hand. I think it's for Horizon grey, the Space Wolfy grey, but I haven't seen it in a while, so got a slight issue there. These fingers actually look pretty good, to be honest. Don't think I necessarily need to do much on these. The launcher definitely needs some love. Okay, so look at the launcher. You can see that's a bit patchy, bit watery, that paint. This is ink and paint instead. Huh? Look at that. A lot fuller. You gotta love ink and paint. Now for the real test, the bigger surface. You gotta love ink and paint. Tabletop dip. Put some ink in your paint. You're gonna think it's silly, but it works really well if you don't want to put on a million coats. Ink and paint. I'm gonna trim off that bit. Ah! There's a bit there. See it? Oh, would help if I had the blade the right way around. Yeet. Okay, just this back bit. Yeah, I know I've totally gone in between those two. You know what? I am going to clean that line because it's such a prominent line. I am going to clean that out. Okay, good. That's cleaned up a little bit. I can definitely live with that. So the grey. I mean, I'd take Administratum grey. If that rocks up, I'll take that. No real issue with that. At this point, I just take any darkish grey. Frankly, I don't mind if there's variations of the Terminators. I don't need them to all look the same. Similar but not the same is close enough for my taste. Let's get the cool box. Ah, you beauty. Hello. Look what I found straight away. Rust grey. That looks pretty close, if not the right one. Had some oh, no way. The medium. We were talking about that in the other stream. That's going to be really useful as well. I'm thinking that this might bulk out colours as well. So what I'm going to do is use this on my Troll's teeth to see if I can make it a little bit better. but not lose the pigment. Ugh. Maybe. I mean, not darken it. Sorry, for more pigment. We've got some options, guys. It's not too shabby. Not too shabby at all, my pretties. Anyone at home? I've got the blue tack on. What's going on with the chat? Can you sound off for me if anyone's home? Let's do the... What was it? Rust grey. And I'm going to add Griffin Charger grey. Griffin Charger. Thanks, Bolt. And then Ross. Yeah. That's what we do for the shoulder pads. Thanks, club. Appreciate it. Don't need to sound off anymore now, guys. 2's enough. As long as I know someone's in here, it's all good. Ah, painting away. Marvellous. I do love being background noise. It's nice, eh? No ads. Well, I mean, I might from time to time make up a ad of someone who doesn't want to be sponsored by me of various products. Kong Strong being one of my personal favourites. Have you ever heard of Kong Strong? But there's no actual adverts midstream, which is nice, I feel. I'm glad that's not the case, that they're not just slapped on. It's better this way, I think. I think suffering an ad at the beginning is more than enough. Yeah, it's this grey. Good. If anything, I could have probably put some more ink in that. But this is the real test, because these shoulder pads are really big, so what I want is no brush strokes in it. But again, just screaming for a goblin stamp. However, I don't think goblin stamps lend themselves to already assembled models, frankly. I think they need the shoulder pads to be assembled and stamped. Stamped unassembled. Yeah, that's going to clean up real nice. Okay, next one. Put a load of grey on this palette, but I'm determined to finish one. I don't want to go through just doing all the shoulder pads on all of them. I might do that another day, but for now, I just want to elevate one to ready status. That's going to dry real nice. Okay, that's good. Oh, we got a little bit of pooling there. I'll just spread that ever so slightly, although that looks like it might have come from the previous layer. What I will do as well is I'm just going to do these hatches. Relatively steady hand is required for this bit, and don't put my finger on the shoulder pads whilst I do it. It's just... Ooh, that's fine, but the real test is that little vent on the side. Let's see if I can go around that with a bigger brush. Here we go. No. Just between those two lines. Ooh, hey, I went through all right. Okay, that's one. I'll take that. It's good enough. Yeah, so I went a little bit into the recess there. It's coming at that with a bit of a janky angle. Whoop! Freds! Ooh. Easy peasy. Now there's all of these like just ink bits here, and I kind of feel like as I've got the grey, I might just use it on these bits, just on some of the surfaces. Why not, you know? I might just do that, see how it comes out. I mean, we have it anyway, so not every surface, just the ones I can reach, but why not? I don't need to necessarily make it metallic. I might just do it like this. Yeah, you know what? Just I might splodge a bit in there, whether it goes in properly or not, be damned, just to get it. Yeah, that will do. That will do. That will totally do. Doesn't have to be total perfect coverage, just a bit. Now I know that's painted grey already, but I kind of started on that bit anyway, so. But again, just don't need it to be super neat, just more than just ink, that's all. I've noticed something as well that I need to fix up, and then under here it's just token of the token. You're not going to look under there at all, just token splodge, nothing major needed under there. Now I've noticed it, but before I forget it, if you look here on the shoulder pad, on the inside edge there where the shoulder pad meets the inner bit, I've kind of half decided what's what, so I'm just going to make a ruling now and make this bit in here the lighter grey, just there. So I'm just going to touch that up ever so slightly, just that's all. And you know what, I'm going to go back and rectify this bit because I think I prefer it as the light grey, so I'm just going to go back in and just redo that like that, even though it's still a little wet. And then just the missiles and that little housing in there. So I'll go back to the darker grey, and I'm just gonna, all I'm gonna do is just in a few tactical places just put a little dab in just here and there. The missiles I don't feel the need to do much of anything. On the other one, on the salamander, I think it was Francois said paint white warheads on them. And yeah, I think they really pop, but I also think they look quite messy. I'm not so keen on them. I don't mind that the missiles don't jump out because like the launcher itself is pretty big, so it kind of shouts already in my opinion. So I'm not going to go. I think I'm just going to leave them as grey and grey for these guys. I really don't feel the need to make a centerpiece out of them. However, the characters, I feel like we can go to town with them. A lot of lovely metallics. There's a little light there that I haven't done. So again, it doesn't even need to be a lot. Just, if I'm honest, I think that would do it. That's what it needs. I might re-ink it, actually, for the recesses. Maybe, just for the warheads, because I did go into a couple of recesses there, but other than that, and just in there, there's that. So I'm going to go dark there, just there. I might re-ink that, but the lip, I kind of want to get in there with a light grey, but I think this is a bit excessive to try and paint in there. But I kind of want to see what it looks like. So just that. It's totally unnecessary, but I just thought it might be a nice little bit to do in there. Yeah, I like that. I think that was worth it, worth the risk. Okay, shoulders need a bit of, so shoulders are currently, that looks like what, Wraithbone, and then Reichland on there. So I need to touch up those. So any bone or cream colour. Corrects white, no. I don't necessarily want to use you. I need to use something a little creamier. We got Flayed One Flesh, that's quite nice. And Wraithbone if I'm lucky. Yeah, we got some Wraithbone as well. Perfect. Perfect. So we just hit the 2 hour mark. Let's just check on the blue tack and see whether I want to go for 3 or not. 6 and 9? Kind of on the fence, guys. I'm kind of on the fence. I mean, if it was double digits, I'd definitely continue for another hour. However, it would be at the expense of tomorrow. Do I want to burn tomorrow for the extra hour here? I'm unsure, guys. Ooh, what should we do? What time is it now? Let me see. It's 10 now. We could easily go for another hour. I'm open to suggestions. Should we just run with it? Maybe we should run with it, guys. Do another hour? No one's telling me otherwise. Everyone's concentrating on other stuff. Oh, let's do another hour. I'm going to just blue tech back over that. Good job, me. Okay, yeah, okay. Thank you, Bolt. Appreciate that. Yeah, I'm putting the blue tech back over. We are continuing. I'm just going to go drop a short. And we will continue. I think we can get that guy done with ease in the next hour. With ease. Okay. There we go. Okay, we'll do another hour. Like I needed much convincing. The thing is, like, I managed to get a tiny power nap in, so tomorrow's not going to be totally destroyed. I'll still be able to do tomorrow's stream and get all the necessities out the way. So it's not awful, you know. It's not that big a sacrifice. It's just an hour. I think we can handle that, guys. Plus, in the meantime, what we get is another hour of painting, which is always a treat. I make it sound like I never paint ever. But no, it's just bloody lovely. Do I want to put an ink in that one? You know what, I actually do. I do want to put an ink in that one. I'll take any ink at this point. Reichland or Agrax. Either or's good. Ah, Agrax, there we go. Bingo. We'll put some of that in. Yeah, it will darken it, but not by a lot. Just enough to give it a bit more... what's the technical term? Liquidy goodness. You know, I'm going to go smaller brush on this. I used to dread these little symbols. Especially that inside edge there. And then the next one, that one there. So I've already gone into the recess a little bit there. I don't know if you can see that. Tiny bit in the recess. I will probably re-ink that. But let's see how we get on with the rest. I'm going to leave a little bit of brown on the brow of that skull. I think a little bit of darker is better. Whap. Beautiful. Nice job, table. Not too shabby. Hey Wolf, welcome back. This base is my doing. It's like Martian dust or something. Yeah, I based these myself. Yeah, I've been in love with Terminators for a while, so these are older paint jobs, but yeah, there was a time where I was getting I got a fair few of the Leviathan boxes, like the not Dreadnoughts, the Terminators from the Leviathan boxes. People were selling them off and then like trying to tweak the poses. Yeah, the Leviathan box was really good to me for secondhand Terminators. What are you thinking? Yeah, actually, Freds, why is there a Marine on the base in the photo? Is that for scale or is that on the base? What did I see? Did I see that right? There's a Marine on there? Cool. Well, it's desert. You're going to go desert camo? Maybe? Maybe I've gone too white with this. Well, it will, when it dries, it will be less light. I know that feeling, Wolf. Ah, oh, Freds, bless ya. Bless ya. Exactly the same as me. 1, 2 purity seals. I think it's only 2 purity seals, right? Yeah. Yeah, 2. There's one knight, I don't know the name of it, but it's striking like a pose. I want to say Knight Castigator, but I think that's wrong. There's third-party prints. You don't have to pay $1,000. You know, there are alternatives. Or, well, no, hang on. Kit bashing a Titan might be really difficult, actually. I'm going to tip bash. I'm going to kit bash. I'm going to kit bash Hierophant. Freds, I would definitely like to see those NIDs. Yeah. I kind of feel like a reversed Psychophage might look pretty cool if you kind of rotated it a little bit. Oh! Oh, I'm definitely going to have to go look at that. It looks like a warrior. Let me just get this black on the Stormbolter, and then I'm going to go and have a looky. Thank you, Freds. Okay, I'm going to go have a look. Yeet. Okay, Freds. Amazing combination. I've used it myself. In fact, those rending claws that you've got on the bottom ones are great. Rending claws, scything talons. I think you can actually have those on Tyranid warriors, frankly. Yeah, for me, the guns on the Tyranid warriors are too long. They're too long for the scale of the model. And I think what you've chosen, having the rending claws on the bottom and the little scything talons on top, is the best looking combination that I've seen on warriors. So, nicely done. Lead Belcher. Yeah, it's good, Freds. It's good. Ironically, I haven't got any warriors. Well, I've got a couple, but they're pretty beat up. Oh, wait, no, actually, I think I have some on a sprue. Do you know what colours you're painting them yet, Fred? Are you going with a Kraken or a Behemoth paint scheme? Or are you going for your own fancy schmancies? Isn't that nice? Your wife gets you Warhammer, you get family Warhammer for Christmas. That's lovely, that is. What a nice family. Other than the gun, there's no other silver I need to do. That's already done. The handle? I guess I could do the handle silver, yeah. Got some red there. I'll fix that up. Must have brushed it by accident with the ink, the red ink for the purity seals. Don't know when I did it, but at least I caught it. You know what, the other end of that purity seal could use a little bit of something something. Catch you later, Wolf. Right, we've still got some wet. Oh, Bomber. I'm glad you asked. Let's have a little look. So I ran out of tape, so I had to rely on the age-old method of wedging cardboard in. I notice there's a lot of wedges in here. But yes, I've wedged some cardboard in there, wedged some cardboard in there against the monitor. We got some boxes up there. And then I've made a collage just for you guys. A collage. I thought it'd be nice to look at a little something something more than the shelves. And then we've got another shelf over here. This bit here is actually structural. This wedge holds all of this in. You can see it's under a little bit of tension, but it's wedged in. A couple of makeshift shelves. One of my 7 pieces of tape used. And then this shelf, I liked it so much, I kept it, but I wedged it against the ceiling. There's a bit of blue tack up there just to make sure it stays, and I use this box to wedge underneath. I can still sort of access the vortex mixer, but yeah, and you can see there's a couple of collagey bits. I just cut some bits out because I keep the boxes and I don't use them for anything, so I was like, well, let's make a little collage to kind of inspire, encourage me to paint more, encourage me to paint different things. So yeah, that's the tour, Bomber. We've also recognised the efforts of this guy. We've started honouring him. The smoke launchers have gone. He's got this little symbol here. He's got his first of many ribbons. We've given him a more elegant weapon befitting his stature. It's got some heraldry on. It was going to be a plasma, but it's got these symbols on and these arches, which I thought was very good for him. He just needs some more honours, but we started cleaning him up. Yeah, he's going to get repainted, but this isn't enough here, and he needs something here, and he needs something here before paint starts going on, but I gave him a little love. He's appreciated, we all appreciate him. Right, I'm going to add a little bit of phalanx yellow to that black, although I've got some white right here. I'll just add that, make it a very, very dark grey. likewise, Freds. I really missed you guys yesterday. Yeah, again, that goes back to me saying about how I thought how to start with streams were quite like de-energizing, but like I miss them. They make me feel better. They're nice experiences. Like, and like I can hear it in me, and I hope you guys can hear it in me that like they're genuinely fun. So yeah, I missed you guys yesterday. Definitely did. Yeah, it wasn't the best. So ever so slight highlights here. Yeah, I think every day is just fine for streaming. I think I'm more than happy with that. Because and we've got to enjoy it because you know at any point real life can jump up and snatch it away from me, which will suck. So I've got to capitalize on it whilst I have the opportunity now. Like just get as much fun as possible out of it. You know, on Steam, right? That when you look at a game, it forces you to a stream pops up with someone playing it, and it feels like they're not actually streaming. They're kind of just like paid to sit there and play the game. Does that make sense? Are they real people, or do you think they're paid by the hour to stream? Judd, don't worry, bud. We've only been going since mid-October. Like, when did you chime in? You know, you've been here with us a week. Like, we've only just celebrated our 3-month birthday, so you're not late to the party at all. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of like the idea of being paid. Could you imagine it? Could you imagine it? Being paid to stream. Talk about the easiest job in the world. Do something that makes you feel better, something you love, and get paid an hourly rate for it. Oh, come on, guys. Wouldn't that be absolutely amazing? Jesus. A girl can dream, eh? A girl can dream. But you don't know if you don't try. I still think we plug away. Can you even see those black highlights? They're so subtle. So subtle, in fact. I might just try and up them a little bit. Yeah, don't worry, Judge. You're not late to the party, buddy. Not late to the party. From mid-October to Christmas, we were just finding our feet. It's definitely from January that we've really gone for it. So don't you worry. Oh, that's a lot better, that highlight. Oh, come on now, Freds. That's not fair. I haven't forgotten about the people who've been with me for 10 years. Haven't forgot about them, Freds. I think you're maligning my good name. But there's only one way to find out. You know, truly. Say for example, things. I've got 2 safeguards in place. Let's just say, for example, all the dreams come true and everything explodes, right? Right. Say everything explodes, right, and everything took off, and it goes insane, and everything's amazing, right? 2 things. These are the safeguards. One is always be humble, right? Always be humble. That's the main one. Always be humble. And then the other one is do stuff for me on my worst day, right? So when I'm at my lowest point, my lowest ebb, whenever that may have been, do something for that person in the form of doing stuff for you guys. That's what I think. I think those 2 together, yeah, don't be arrogant. Don't be arrogant. Don't get an ego. You're nothing special. Just because you got picked up by the algorithm don't mean anything. You know? You still want to be able to look yourself in the mirror. Don't be a douche, you know? That's what I think. That's what I'm thinking. They're my safeguards. Okay, those highlights look good. There was a time where I was terrified about highlighting black, but now it looks delicious. All right, let's crack up some golds. But yeah, they're my safeguards, Freds. I mean, hopefully we get to use them. You know, don't get me wrong. It would be nice. It would be rather nice. What I'd really like to do is to do some disgustingly big giveaways for something really silly. Just really silly contests that are easily won. Don't worry about it, Freds. You can do that. Don't worry about it. You what's the word you used? Razz. You razz away, Freds. I won't take it personal. Don't you worry. Don't you worry about that, bud. If anything, I like a bit of banter. Razz away. That is fine. You know, I won't get bent out of shape. Don't you worry, buddy. Right, let's get these. Oh, I say these golds, but it's only really the chest plate. Hey, Master. We have finished this guy today. He got finished. He's done. Orchid Mega Armor. I'm alright. I'm alright with him. I'm happy with him. He's alright. And then what we're doing is we're bringing this Terminator up to speed. Just finishing off some details because I've just assembled a load more Terminators and I just felt like these guys were sitting on my shelf a little bit too long and my skill was progressing, so I've just decided to pick one up and just get it finished, get it up to speed. And then yeah, just enjoying myself really. The phrase in English is as happy as a pig in shit, and that's kind of how I feel right about now with the streaming. I don't want to give it up. I like it a lot. So, and you know, we're getting noticed. You never know, but I'm trying to achieve something that I've never achieved or don't know how, you know, so I think there's a lot of luck involved, frankly. I think it is largely luck. So we shall see, guys. But it's nice just to be on the journey, you know, just to be in the race. I like it. Plus, frankly, I don't think I want to go back to painting on my own anymore because the amount of hints and tips that I've been getting from you guys and being able to talk about an idea really helps me. Like if it's just rolling around in my head, it doesn't often materialize. But to talk it out loud and get some feedback from you guys really helps with a lot of things. Like think about it, Dante wouldn't have happened. God, so much. Look back on just on the models we've got there. Like all of them are a stream, and she's going to get fixed now. She's going to get done up. Like it's going to be like we've already got a lot to be grateful for. Okay, gold done. Edge highlight grey and some null oil. We can get that on whilst we're waiting. It needs some edge highlighting, but they're not any chapter. They're kind of like mine. I guess they look Space Wolfy, but there's just colours that I wanted to do. Yeah, I didn't really have a set plan going into it. I'm hoping on the Goblin stamping plates there's a symbol I can adopt for their shoulders, but I think these guys are already assembled and I don't think it's going to be possible, but I haven't got one. I might put a stripe on the shoulder pads, maybe. You know what I'll do, actually? If I ever manage to get these guys in their first battle, I will put some kind of battle honour on that shoulder in the form of a stripe or a line of some sort. That's what I'm going to do. I will decorate them more over time. And if a squad distinguishes themselves in a battle, I might decorate them further with some kind of... No, no, Freds, no. The ultimate pack is like 163 euros, I think. So no, I don't have that. No, it's on the list. It's on the list. You'll know when I've got them, Freds, because I'll be giggling like a schoolgirl and stamping everything in sight. So yeah, I don't have them. No, don't have them. Don't have them. Yeah, Freds. As I said, don't know who I was saying to it earlier, but if they do half of what they say on the video that they do, then they are game changers, absolute game changers. Like, you would never have to worry about transfers. But yeah, it's going to be a good day when that happens, because it will happen. Either before or after. It's just a question of before or after Custodes, or before or after 11th. I don't know, but it's a nice place to be. I've just realised that I haven't painted that Stormbolter magazine silver. It's actually grey. That's a mistake. I don't want it to be grey. I've still got some silver here. I'm gonna... Oh! Judd's got them. Picked them up on holiday. They're an acquired skill that needs practice. So, one big question, Judd. Really need to know. Shoulder pads, you've got to do them separate, right? They're not like a stamp on the model kind of gig, right? An acquired skill that requires practice. Okay, so what you're saying is I need to be in some kind of situation where I could commit like 2 or 3 hours daily on getting to use them. Is that what you're saying? Maybe they could be my first sponsor. I'm not going to message them what I'm talking about. Dinner Lord of Chaos. Roast Dinner Lord of Chaos. What a name. That is definitely an original name right there. The Roast Dinner Lord. Question is, what country roast dinner? You know? What country roast? That's what we've got to find out. What is your country of roast dinner, sir? Is it Blighty? Please tell me it's a Blighty roast dinner. Fred's with the $1 million question. That's it. That's the question. That's what we want to know. The best one. Ah, blessings. Just makes me want to sing with joy about that roast dinner. Rule Britannia, marmalade and jam. We threw sausages at my old man. Oh, never fails to make me feel patriotic, that one. I do like a roast dinner. All right, controversial question. Controversial question for you. Pigs in blankets on a Sunday roast? I know it's controversial. I'm sorry to have to utter those words. I know it's a dividing topic amongst English people. But pigs in blankets, only Christmas or Sunday lunch? It is, isn't it? It's a toughie. The last time I said that, I was punched in the throat. It was at a bar. And I asked that question, and he just turned to me and walked away. And it was actually his wife that ran up and punched me in the throat. Yeah. Yeah, it was quite a thing, yeah. And that woman is now my wife. True story. 100% truth. Right, Stormbolter done, but not inked. It's got to dry. Let's edge highlight some greys. I need to highlight. So, Corax and Troll's Teeth, I think. Master with the truly wise words. I didn't realise we had a genius. More food equals better good. I could not agree more. More food equals better good. or whatever it was he said. It's true. More food equals better good. Blessed be the more food, better good. Right, let's try it. I've mixed Korax White and Troll's Teeth, and now I'm going to put some medium in it. Does it perform the same as adding contrast? Let's try. It's time for a test. So, generous dollop. In you go. Another generous dollop. Oh, I don't know. Maybe we add a little bit of Troll's Teeth just to thicken that up a bit. Tables chapter. It doesn't have a name. Yeah, I just went for a colour that I liked. I wanted to get brighter, and I was like, I painted an apothecary, and I was like, oh, I wonder if I could do grey sear as my base coat, as my lightest base coat. And then I discovered, not this one. Where's my Griffin Charger? Griffin Charger Grey. I don't know where the bottle is, but then I discovered that, and I was like, oh, that is lovely. There's stamps in Discord. I'm sorry, I gotta go check. Judd's delivered the goods. I gotta see. That is, Judd, that is beautiful. Look how crisp those little skinny, spindly tentacles are. Look how crisp that is. Guys, I think we need to get the plates, guys. I didn't know Judd had them, but now we've got first-hand experience with them. We've got a picture in Discord, and it's looking pretty good. Like, that's solid. That's solid, Judd. I didn't know we had anyone in Discord or in here that had them. So what a treat. Thanks, Judd, for piping up about that. That is a real treat for us. Now we've got it confirmed. Like that, those tentacles, look how crisp they are. And that little plate sinks down into the shield. So that's not an easy place to get a stamp. But it seems to have done it just fine. And I'll take a 1:20 ratio if that's the success, what a success looks like. I'll take the 1 in 20 failure rate, success rate. I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it, guys. And do you know what getting it also does? It immediately makes all of your shoulder pads, all of your extra shields that you've got on sprues, you know, all your Warhammer shields, of which I have many, they all come into play as practice pieces, you know? And any shield that you successfully stamp, add it to terrain. I like that. Francois! How you doing, bud? Francois here. Agrex Earthshade for Francois. Here you go, Agrex Earthshade, just for you, Francois. Just for you. I was going to use Reichland, but you came on, so Agrex on gold, just for you, buddy. Yeah, and all those shields could be pressed into service, couldn't they? They could all come into play. There we go. Now the... Oh, I haven't done the gold on the Storm Bolter. One sec. Freds, catch you later. Lunch break over for Freds. Whose weekend is it? Judd, is it your weekend? Whose weekend is it? Judd's at work, and then it's Friday night tonight. No worries, Master. I'll catch you sometime soon. Hopefully, if I don't see you again, take care of yourself. But hopefully we see you again, bud. It is Judd's. Oh, well done, memory. They're already done. I'll show you. 1 second. I just need to fix that tiny dot of gold. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but there's a tiny bit of gold there. But my black is very dry. I'm going to take out a tiny smidge of black just to fix that. About an hour. The eyes are already done, believe it or not. I'll show you them. Now, that dot has to become a line. Let's just do that. Let's see how that dries. So the eyes are they're just Aryan blue. That's it. No touch up, just Aryan blue. That's all they are. I need to get a bit of white on that other lens, actually. There's a lot of touch-ups here and there on this guy, just to bring him up to speed. So, Bomber. We recently cracked out one of these, but frankly, I've had these for years, and I've only just opened one. I don't know if the company still exists, so they got used once. Before the streaming, I did lean a lot on these ones, these quick shades. However, there was 70% off for these old Game Master. There was 2 packs. It was like Wandering Monsters and another one or something. And they work well in conjunction with other paints. I don't rate them standing up on their own. So that's currently my painting range. It's majority Games Workshop. Troll's Teeth. I don't know what it is now, but I'm worried that once I've used it, but it's really handy. Really handy. It's my favorite white, even though it's not really all that white, but it's a paint enhancer. It enhances other colors. It's not so solid on its own. It's a little bit not pigmenty. But Troll's Teeth. I mean, Judd says apparently, but I mean, I'm mentioning it every stream, you know? It's getting used a lot. So, it's, but I don't know if it's still called Troll's Teeth, so good luck finding it if you ever look. Like, if you find out what it is, let me know, because I'm going to need a little bit more of that at some point. Although, if they've improved on these paints, they're new paints, maybe they're really good. And, like, all of the speed paints for Army Painter, maybe their pigment's really good. Maybe, you know. But at the moment, I don't need too many more paints. Frankly, I wouldn't mind like bulking out some ranges, like of oranges and yellows and blues and basically everything, expanding the color range. But there's no rush on that. It's not a necessity at all. Apparently. Shame on you, Judd. Shame on you. I'll give you apparently. So help me. Well, that's the thing, Bomber. I'm I'm of the mindset with painting that anything I haven't tried is something I should try. If that makes sense, because even if I try it and I don't like it, uh, then it's a lesson learned. You know, like you don't know until you try. So it's how I feel. Like with everything, I want to give it a test because I haven't tried it yet. Ah, Judge, you just said the magic words. Well done. Congratulations. You're the winner of our big prize, which is a lifetime supply of Troll's Teeth delivered to you in a cast iron bathtub. I'm afraid you'll have to use it quick before it dries. Yes, sir. 35 litres just for you. Troll's Teeth until it dries. Bathtub must be returned. Not held responsible for anyone who drinks the bathtub contents. Yeah, congratulations, Judd. Lifetime supply that will last you about 4 hours before it dries. Yeah, Bomber. Nothing specific jumps out. I know I need to get a couple more golds, but I was going to go Warhammer for that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, dude. I think I need to get some rearrange my paints to kind of really take stock of what I have. But I am leaning very heavily on Reichland Fleshshade and Troll's Teeth. At the moment, Troll's Teeth is carrying me somewhat. Yeah, it's really pulling its weight. That alone was worth the two paint sets. Like, it really has been a gem. And I should check the other paints in the kit, because if that one's helped me out this much, I'm sure there's another one in there. Don't know until you try, you know, guys? Now, that's all just bare plastic, so I'm actually going to use my highlight colour just to paint over that, like that. There you go, no one would know. I know. I can see that there's an overlap there. Like that. There you go. Now it's okay. So, head's done. Just dip it. Just dip it, Judd. Just dip it in. It's fine. Like sheep dip, that titan in there. Oh. I'm going to wipe that. It will fade. I'm rushing. I shouldn't rush. What you do is you take a run up and then you kind of just hoof it in the general direction of the tub, and then it will land in the tub. Yeah, just give it a good old, what's a good American analogy? A field kick? Give it a field kick. Yeah, punt it and it will go in and consider it painted. Yeah, I'm rushing these highlights. Stop! Don't just rush to get done in time. You've only got 53 seconds. We will finish those edge highlights tomorrow. But what is it? So the gold and the silver on the breastplate feathers, silver touch-up on the storm bolter, and highlights. And then ink the missiles if need be. All right. Blue tack off. 7 and 13. Oh, not too shabby. It was totally worth doing that extra hour. It flew by. Absolutely flew by. Happy we did it. Got some nice chats. Well worth doing it. Thank you for Ball for convincing me to do so. 3 hours down, guys. We're back. Back in business. So we're on 944. So let's just cross that out. 943. 943 to go. Chewing through it, guys. Making great time. Making great time. Thank you, guys. Thanks for being here with me. What a treat. It should be tomorrow. Should be a daytime stream. And I shall look forward to seeing whoever happens to be there then. Just also whoever hasn't known about this. I'm just going to hold this guy up again just to know. Yes. Just, you know what, you know who you are. Yeah, thanks, guys. I will see you tomorrow. Absolute pleasure. Absolute pleasure. I got nothing else to say. I've said it all in the stream already. But yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, guys. All right. See you then. Bye. Loves you.